Good morning, Pastor Steve here. James 2, 7 through 9. Do not they blaspheme that worthy name by the which you're called? If you fulfill the royal law according to the Scripture, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. You do well. But if you have respect to persons, you commit sin and are convinced of the law as a transgressor. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Many have made the false assumption that starts with learning to love yourself. Now, it starts with loving others as you already love yourself. Now, people are disappointed with themselves, they're down on themselves. Not the same as not loving yourself. So you're making a vegetable soup, which I just finished making, by the way. And one of those times you're slicing a carrot and bam, there goes a slice right into your hand. What's your first reaction? Do you say, no big deal, I hate myself, I'll just let it bleed? No. If you're anywhere near normal, you will stop and tend that wound. In the same way, if someone else is hurting, love them too. Bind their wounds too. Look at the last part, this respect of persons. We might call it favoritism. I got this from Bible Study Tools Online. Great story. In the late 1800s, St. Paul's School in London was considered quite prestigious. Even so, a mother, thinking of entering her son, wrote to Frederick Walker, the High Master, wondering about the social standing of the boys he'd be with. Walker replied, Madam, so long as your son behaves himself and the fees are paid, no question will be asked about his social standing. He deliberately turned her question completely around. The Apostle Peter learned there's no respect of persons with God in Acts 10. If we would be godly, we must not judge people by their clothing, by their color, by their culture, by their gender, by their economic status, their level of education, or social standing. That, too, is loving your neighbor. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.